Rips, we're live, ready to rip 2025 Panini Combat Anthology. Hope everybody's having a nice hump day. It's Wednesday night. This is our last case, fifth and final case. I have no idea what's going to come out of here. We still haven't pulled an insane card out of this stuff. We pulled a Flare Kaboom. We've pulled a couple of golds. We pulled a crappy 101. I feel like tonight maybe we see something wild. I don't know. Hopefully. We're live on eBay Live and YouTube for your viewing pleasure. If you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning customer, welcome back. We'll rip the full 12 boxes. We'll do a recap of all the hits at the end. We'll get them shipped out to you within a couple of business days, safely and securely in bubble mailers like we always do. If you have any questions over the course of the live break, just leave them down in the comments section for me. Just, again, we're live on eBay Live and YouTube, so you can leave them down in the comments section on either one of those channels, and I'll see it as soon as you leave it there. If you want to let me know which fighters you're rooting for, please do. If not, sit back, relax, enjoy the break. No worries either way. Again, welcome to Rips Card Rips. We rip a ton of combat sports here. I have one more case of Finest UFC up for Sunday night if you guys want to watch that. If you guys want to watch the insanely awesome pay-per-view Saturday and then figure out which fighters you want to buy their cards on Sunday, we got them listed for Sunday. A lot of times we do the break during the lives, but I want to watch this one, so I listed this one for Sunday. Also, we've got a good buddy's son's birthday party on Saturday, and then I think we're going to do the UFC afterwards. So when you get to watch this one without opening cards during the middle of it. Again, welcome to Rips Card Rips. Appreciate you guys spending some of your Wednesday here with me. We're going to give it another minute or two. We'll get started at 10:05, and we will get ripping. Again, hope everybody's having a great day. Had a lot of travel for work today. I got a little bit more travel for work tomorrow. Had a nice long weekend. We start basketball this weekend with my kiddos. So one sport to the next. What's up, Bones Breaks? Ready for Shotzi. All right. Haven't hit any Shotzi in our first four cases. So the odds are definitely in your favor. Let's pop this case. Let's do it. Let's do it. Nothing but base Shotzis. I don't know. I know she's in the auto set. No, she's in the auto set. We haven't pulled a single Shotzi auto. I think there's certain people that autoed, and they did that. They had a ton of stickers of, and there's certain people they didn't have many of. I have not seen a single one of the top 5 chases in terms of autos. So I know like Hulk, Floyd Mayweather, Tyson. I know they're on the checklist, but I haven't seen any in my cases. I know a couple have surfaced on eBay, but they must be really tough to hit. So let's hit one. Let's hit one. Why not? Why not us? All right, there's our 12. There's our empty case. Good luck, everybody. All right. Good luck, good luck, good luck. You've had her in 32 cases and hit 6 autos. Jesus. She's a tough pull. All right, let's do it. I'm rooting for you. Good luck. Good luck. Product is a lot of fun. We've pulled a lot of fun stuff, but no crazy like jaw-dropping cards. The Flare Kaboom is probably the coolest card we've pulled. Looks like we got one of these galactic case hits right off the rip. Good luck. And these are tough. They're not even one per case. There's Mystico, Gary Goodridge to 199, and Paul Walter Hauser. There you go. Paul Walter Hauser. That's a big card. It's one of the top. It's one of the top 10 chases in the set, and a very, very difficult card to pull. Those are not one of ones, but they sure seem like it. Combat Immortals and Ngannou, they sure seem like it. I've only seen, that's the third one of those in 5 cases, so it's a good start if you got the Hauser spot. Daniel Cormier. Fabian Edwards to 49. Ngannou. Cyborg. Some of these back cards have a big indent in them, so it wasn't me if you get them and they have a big indent in them. It's been that way in every case. It must have been the way they packaged the product. It's always something with Panini, right? It's always something with these folks over at Panini. All right, give us an auto. We got a true gold and an auto in here. Okay. True gold and an auto. Man, the first box has been crazy in a lot of these. Classics, auto. Nice. Ken Shamrock. We'll take that. Let's see a big gold here. Let's see a big true gold to 10. That is Butterbean to 10. Gold Butterbean to 10. Very nice. Mark Kerr and Mayweather. That's a great start to the case, I'll tell you that. Butterbean True Gold to 10. Butterbean. A couple of really nice chases and a nice Classics Shamrock Auto. Go. All right, we still got a pack here. Shamrock. Can we pull 2 nice autos out of the same box? I don't know. All right, Mark Coleman. We might. Out of 99, we've got a belt. This is Kuro Kwan out of 99. I don't know who that is. And a orange Pedro Hizzo. Mark Kerr. See, I don't know if the camera's catching it, but there's a big indent. There you go. On those cards. I don't understand why the back card has that indent. It's been like that the whole time. Adrian Salazar, what's up, man? Butterbean. Butterbean True Gold. All right, let's see what else we might find here. Box 2 coming at you. Again, we'll do a recap at the end. A lot of people who don't like to sit through the break, they just like to look and see if they hit. There's not a lot of cards here. This will be a 25-minute case, so but if you don't want to sit through the whole case, you can just watch the recap. Either way, you're getting all the cards of your fighter. Strictly 80. Man, this one doesn't want to open. First one. Maybe there's something crazy in here. You got something crazy in here? Base auto. Bobby Fish to 10. Bobby Fish, 10 out of 10. Okay. The Fish to 10. There you go, Bobby Fish. Butterbean Gold. Paul Walter Hauser. Butterbeans everywhere in this stuff. Masayuki Kikuri to 199. Paul Hughes. Chemo. Kaboom. We're kabooming early. Wow. All right. Hulk. Van Steenis to 149. Quentin Rampage Jackson. Bobby Fish. Kurt Angle. Chemo. Erickson. Josh Koscheck. Who are we going to have for tonight's kaboom? That is a nice one. Dakota. Very nice. Very nice. Congrats to that spot. That's a huge hit. That's a huge one right there. Love that card. Dakota. Decheva. Awesome. Absolutely awesome. There we go. All right, good start. Yes, the chess player, Doc G. Searching for Bobby Fish. Isn't that Bobby Fischer? Let's see here. We got an MMA Stars auto. How about Chuck Liddell? No, haven't seen a Liddell yet. AJ McKee. It's always that guy. Ken Shamrock to 199. I want to see a Chuck Liddell auto. I want to see a dual auto. I haven't seen a dual auto yet. No dual autos. That's a nice, nice kaboom, though. Very nice kaboom. John Fitch. Thad Jean to 99. Butterbean. Brock Anderson. All right, 2 boxes in. Wall is full. Wall's full, 2 boxes in. It's a good sign. Box 3 coming at you. Come on, Platinum. Come on, 101. MMA Stars Auto to 49. This would be a cool Iceman. Funky. He's everywhere. Ben Askren must have signed a bunch, man. Bobby Fish to 149. The Bobby Fish night continues. The Hulkster. Bobby Fish. Nice funky auto to 49. I like Ben Askren. His career got derailed, unfortunately, by getting knocked out in 3 seconds by Jorge Masvidal. If they fight that fight 100 times, Ben Askren wins it 99. Unfortunately, the one time he lost was that way. Cracked Ice, Chemo to 25. Unfortunately, he lost the one time they did fight that way, and he just never recovered. Derailed his entire career. Went through some health issues. I'm glad to see he's on the flip side of that and getting better. He's a funny guy, good guy. Feel bad for him. Feel bad for him. All right, here we go. Auto is a Combat Immortals. It's always Pedro Hizzo. Congrats to the Hizzo spot. TJ Dillashaw to 75. I'm just waiting. There's Shotzi Tyson. I'm just waiting to see a big one. Just waiting to see one big auto out of this stuff, and we haven't done it yet. Best we've seen is Tommy Hearns and Lennox Lewis. I'm on my 5th case right now. So the two, we had one base Dakota auto. So those out of 5 cases. It's been tough sledding on the big name autos. Brock Anderson. Mike Tyson to 49 is nice. We'll take that. Hulk Hogan. Nice Tyson. Might be the first numbered Tyson we've seen. Definitely one of the first, if not the first. Chat is quiet. Everyone's probably annoyed that we pulled the Kaboom early. If you didn't have the Dakota spot, seen a Tyson auto and a Kaboom in the same case. Wow. That'd be a hell of a case. I saw that a Floyd Mayweather auto to 20 sold for like $200 out of this, which is wild. Not yet, Michael. HA84. Not yet, but we're only a little way into the case. Combat Immortals. Gary Goodridge. Usman. Paul Walter Hauser continues to crush. Don King. Or to 10, yeah, there we go. You need that Rampage auto? I haven't seen a Rampage auto either. I'd love to see one. Love to see one. I'm a huge Rampage guy. He was all over the PFL product they put out. His autos were everywhere. I don't know if they ran out of Koscheck or Matt Hughes. Not yet. None of them have hit yet. But the good news is we still have 9 boxes left after this one, so you got a lot of way to go. Hammerstone, Sullivan Cauley to 199. Filthy Tom Lawler. Filthy Tom. Mayweather to 10 for $200. Man, whoever bought that really did well. All right, here's another Combat Immortals. Josh Barnett. Horrible photo. Might be the worst photo I've ever seen. Out of 75, Mads Kruger. Fedor. Somebody must be mad at Josh Barnett over at Panini. Like, what? Can't even see his face. Just hunched over. What a horrible photo. Josh Barnett was an awesome fighter, too. Doc G. Get rid of that fella. Jesus Pinedo to 149. Johnny Bones. All right. Sorry, 8 boxes left. 8 left. There we go. That's all right. That's all right. Happens all the time. That's all right. I got rid of him. Tom Erickson auto also to 10. Tom Erickson. So we got 2 autos to 10. Thad Gene Ness, cement auto 125. I love when people on YouTube, like, it's just like, it's like a thing people do. Like, they're not involved in anything and they just look around for channels and then come in and just try to like type stuff. It's such a weird dynamic with this generation of people that just like look around on the internet trying to find something to entertain themselves. I just don't have time for it. So unfortunately, I just don't have time for that stuff. But it's only on YouTube. I'm telling you, it's just, it's the worst platform ever. That might be a platinum on the back. I don't know what that is on the back. That might be a paper platinum 101. Good luck. Nemkov to 75. Daniel Cormier. Gosh, I feel like this is going to be something fun. It is. Come on now. Come on. Boxing. Butterbean. 1 of 1. Butterbean. It's Butterbean night. Butterbean golds. Butterbean 1 of 1s. Jeez, oh man. Can't make it up. Butterbean. That's awesome. I had a feeling we were going to pull a 1 of 1 tonight. I didn't know it was going to be Butterbean, but it is. All right, now can we see a monster auto, please? Ooh, gold auto. Let's get nasty. Upside down Thad Gene. We might have a weird case here. Ooh, gold auto. Come on. Watch it be Butterbean. It's gonna. Ooh. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Gold Ring Royalty Auto. This is the case. Holy moly. No, Doc G, no. Oh, my Lord, out of 10. 1 of 10, too. Bookend. Let's have a case. Sheesh. Oh, cracked ice. Sadabu C to 25. Yikes. Imagine buying that box at the LCS. Butterbean 1 of 1. Mayweather Gold Auto. That one will play. 1 of 10 Mayweather. Congrats if you got that spot. Wild, wild, wild. What else is in this box? Jeez, oh man. Donovan Dijak to 75. All right, we're not even halfway home. Look at this wall. I don't even have room for any more stands. Jeez, oh man. Boxing is rolling. We got a long way to go, guys. We got 7 boxes left. 7 boxes left. I would still argue the biggest card out of the case in terms of monetary value is Dakota. That could be wrong. Could be wrong. All right, let me move some of this back. I need a little room to operate. Paul Walter Hauser, Butterbean is everywhere. Got a Shamrock auto in here. 2 autos to 10. This is either going to be just an insane case or the second half of this case is going to be absolute and complete awful. I hope it's just the insane case, but there's a world where the second half of this case is just absolutely dead. But this is box 6, just so you know. Just getting to box 6. What a case. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. Apparently the last case I get of products is just going to be insane. Ultimo Guerrero to 199. Speaking of, I have one last case of Finest UFC Sunday night. If you guys want to come back and hang out, I'll be here. Nemkov. Ooh, I like when the autos are in back-to-back packs. Satoshi Kojima to 125. Paul Walter Hauser. Yeah, his autos are definitely rare. He missed the sticker with a little bit of it, so but it's an insane card. Insane card. Butterbean 101's an insane card. This case has just been nutso. MMA Stars. Give me the Iceman. Just want to see if he exists. Demetrius Johnson, another nice auto to 99. Man, this case is just going to keep going. Kabulayev to 149. Pedro Hizzo. I think that was just the base auto, though, wasn't it, Doc G? Just the like normal looking silver bordered one, but it was to 10. I feel like that one in gold might do a little better than that one to 10. Just my opinion. I might be wrong. I'm wrong all the time. Just ask my wife. All right. Look at those three in the front, halfway through the case. All right. I want to see some more gold. I love the gold. This one is Jesus Pinedo. All right, Mystico. Henan Fajeda to 99 and Paul Walter Hauser. All right, really good half case. Not going to get a lot better half case than that. Not going to do much better than that. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what the second half has to bring. Hope you guys enjoying yourself so far. Love this product. I hope Panini keeps doing stuff like this. I hope they do. How about a Ric Flair auto? What do we think? Ric Flair? Still want to see a monster auto. Mayweather's a monster auto. It's our first one. Still want to see one more, though. Now I'm going to get greedy. Blue. Bass Rutten. Yeah, Boss to 49. Kenta to 199, I'm sorry. Tim Sylvia. One of the best you've seen, and you've seen 15. All right. I'm always all right with being one of the best. One of. Thomas Hitman Hearns. What a great nickname that is. He was so much fun to watch. Boss Rutten to 7.5. Boss again. If you were in any of my breaks over the weekend and into this week, they've all shipped. We are a one-man show, but we do ship faster and safer than anybody in the industry. So just know if you were in any of my breaks through Monday, they've all shipped to you. Although you regulars know that. Who's that? That is Impa Kasanganai. I don't know much about Impa. Minoru Suzuki to 199. Rampage and Kojima. Butterbean auto. I'm going to say the best auto out of the last 5 is going to be someone like mid-tier, like a Rampage, a Chuck Liddell, or a Duel. I'm going to call it Duel, Rampage, Chuck Liddell. I'm just going to shoot my shot. I'm going to say that's the big card coming out of the second half. Who knows? Could be anything. Dual auto. Tank Abbott to 49. He's been in every case. Dakota Silver Hollow. That was a crappy box. That would have been the box I would have bought off the shelf. That would have been the box I would have picked. Impa, and I don't even know who the other auto was. All right, here we go. 5 to go. Logan Storley. It's a blue auto, but a pattern I'm not familiar with unless it's the Matt Classics. Yeah, Matt Classics. Who is that? Mark the Hammer Coleman. Blue match with the ink. Josh Thompson to 199. All right. Mark the Hammer. Tank does love it here. He sure does. I want to see a case with 2 kabooms. There's no way Panini printed all these cases and didn't screw up one. Phil Davis to 199. Josh Barnett. There's no way there's a case that didn't get that, like, there's no way there's not a case where someone didn't get a kaboom. So give me the case where you got 2. Yikes. That's insane, Big Papa. MMA Stars is Chuck Congo to 49. Josh Barnett to 199. Ultimo Guerrero. feel like you get one Sweet Science auto per case. We still haven't hit ours yet. It'll probably be Lennox Lewis, or there's a couple other ones that we've hit. Like Lennox Lewis, Tommy Hearns. Those would be the most likely to come in this case. Hulk Hogan to 99. Orange. Mystico. The Hulkster. All right, we got 4 to go. 4 to go. Big Papa, why are you such a Filthy Tom fan? I'm curious. I know Filthy Tom. But I'm curious why you're such a fan. All right. MMA Stars Auto. Just a base. Kung Lee. Vadim Nemkov, Costello Van Steenis to 99. Fedor. If you'd have told me my night would be pulling Butterbean 1/1s and golds to 10, I would have told you you're a crazy person. Butterbean, man. Everybody loves Butterbean. Has he just not had any cards ever? There's got to be a reason. Like, obviously, I get the shtick, but has he just never had cards? Are we worried he's never going to have cards again? Mystico to 99. Mads Kruger. Josh Koscheck. Come on, big auto. Base auto. Ooh, Matt Classics auto. That Dijak. Donovan Dijak. Demetrius to 49. Mighty Mouse. So a lot of people would tell you he's the greatest pound-for-pound fighter of all time. A lot of people would tell you you're crazy if you said that out loud, but he certainly has an argument. It's from the Brawl for It All. You weren't. All right, well, now you are. I got you. That was a lousy box. Dakota to 199. Dakota again. Butterbean again. It's always you, Butterbean. If there's nothing else we can count on, I think Mighty Mouse is amazing. I don't know if I'd call him the GOAT. I still think Prime Anderson Silva's the GOAT. But it's generational. It's definitely generational. Nobody ever messed with top-level fighters during their time period like Anderson Silva did. I mean, he absolutely... Rich Franklin was a defending champion. He wasn't just a one-time winner. I mean, he defended the belt a couple times and then just got wrecked. Dakota, Steven. Dakota, Decheva. But what he did to Rich Franklin was embarrassing. And then he just messed with people. He just absolutely clowned Forrest Griffin. Kung Lee, again, we just pulled that card. It's annoying. I don't like that. Floyd to 49. Floyd's spot finally paying off tonight. Yeah, and that's cool. Everybody's allowed to have their own favorite or their own GOAT. I'm not saying that Silva's definitely the greatest of all time. I think there's guys fighting now who could go down as the greatest of all time. Like, I actually think, and I hate to say it because I don't necessarily love his fighting style, but I think Islam could end up going down as the greatest of all time. I think Islam is unreal. I think he's going to absolutely wreck Jack Della Maddalena. I don't even think it's going to be close. And I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. Paul Walter Hauser to 125. Deontay and Thomas Hearns. The fight I care the most about, there's so many good fights. Like the last 8 fights, Aaron Blanchfield's fighting like third from the last on the prelims. And Aaron Blanchfield was a main eventer like within this year. But the fight I care the most about, honestly, is Zhang Weili, Luke Rockhold there on the auto. Zhang Weili, Sullivan Cauley to 75. Zhang Weili and Valentina Shevchenko is such a good fight. It's such a good fight. I got Zhang to win that fight. I don't think she's going to struggle much either, but Man, what an insane card. Insane card. The Kopylov fight's going to be a lot of fun. Every single fight on this card is awesome. Kudos to the UFC. I'm actually going to pay for this one. Yep, GSP. GSP was amazing. I was a big fan of his. It's generational, though, in terms of, like, the talent around them. Cruel Kruger to 49. Like, GSP lost to Matt Serra. I don't know if Matt Serra would win a fight. I don't know if Matt Serra would win a fight against anyone in the division right now. And I mean that sincerely. So, like, the development of the fighters has got to be taken into account when you say who's the greatest of all time. Like, it's always got to be, like, the current. You got to, like, lean towards the current guys, right? Khabib got to be in the conversation of GOATs. Who did Khabib ever beat? Who did he ever beat? Besides Conor. And Conor was a striker only. And that fight was never going to go Conor's way. I don't even think Khabib's in the top. When it all is said and done, I don't even think he's in the top 20. But that's just my opinion. I mean, who did he ever beat? Who did he beat? Bunch of guys who couldn't wrestle. So he was just the best grappler. And he fought nobody who was even close to his skill set. No one. But you can't argue with the record. He retired too early. I think that kind of helps eliminate him from the GOAT conversation. But smart guy. He's doing great things now. Tank Abbott, doing great things now, coaching guys. Ngannou at a 199. The funny thing is at the time, young me was rooting for Conor, not realizing how wretched of a person Conor actually is. And nowadays, if they fought, I'd probably root for Khabib. But just my opinion, he just didn't beat anybody. He didn't beat anybody. So, you know, my favorite fighter of that generation was... yeah, Rousey. She was the best in a weak field. Exactly. That's exactly right. She wouldn't beat anybody. I mean, these girls these days are unreal. Fedor to 199. But again, like anything else, it's up to your opinion. It's up to your opinion. Everybody can watch fights and determine who they think's the best on their own. I think Islam, man, I mean, the head kick. I mean, I know Volk took that fight on short notice, but that head kick knockout of Volk to kind of shut everybody up that was heavy on, like, the Volk should have won the first fight with the decision. It was pretty impressive. Matt Classics, who's this? It's one of the Andersons, yeah. Brock Anderson, we always pull that guy. Usman Nurmagomedov to 125. I've said this multiple times on stream, but I genuinely think they paid Chael Sonnen. I love Chael Sonnen. Everything about Chael Sonnen, I think he's great. I genuinely think they paid him to throw that fight against Silva. I think they scripted that whole fight. It's the most obvious thing in the history of fighting. Hey, man, Anderson Silva's clowning everybody. There's no fun. Like, Silva had just fought, like, the one guy who just, like, laid down the whole fight. You guys remember that? Who the hell was that? You guys probably remember his name. I can't remember the guy. He fought the jiu-jitsu guy who just, like, pulled guard and laid down. And Silva just, like, kicked at him and toyed with him the whole fight. I'll think of his name in a minute. Cracked Ice, Luke Rockhold. But the guy was awful and had no business fighting for a title, but they had no way to market Silva fights. And I think they went to Sonnen and they were like, look, we need you to talk a bunch of shit to this guy, build it up, get people excited about a Silva fight, and just dominate him for a few rounds, and then just let him sub you in the final. No, it wasn't Ryan Hall. It was way earlier than this, like Thiago or not Thiago Moises, Thiago Silva. Somebody will remember that fight. But Silva had come off 2 lackluster title defenses, and then enter Chael Sonnen. Chuck Congo was good. I enjoyed Chuck Congo. Last box, guys. Last box. He didn't get caught. He was in guard the whole fight. Same exact guard. He was trying to throw that triangle up the whole fight. Just ducked his head right into it. Just my opinion. Doesn't mean it's right. Classics auto coming, I think, or redemption. Classics? Yeah, here we go. Be awesome. Tim Sylvia. All right. Golden Age. Sorry, I thought that was a classics. Rampage Jackson to 5. There you go, Rampage. Talis Leadus, thank you, and Damian Maya. Those were the two. Yeah, those are the two in a row. Chris Lytle was awesome. Lights out Lytle. There you go, Rampage to 5. 5 of 5. There we go, Rampage. Dakota. That's an awesome card. You seem to get one of these per case. Can we get one of the Sweet Science autos? I loved Chris Lights Out Lytle. That was such a great era of fighting. But like Chris Lytle now, I'm not even sure he gets. Not even sure he gets to the UFC. Like that's how good the guys are. That's how different. That's how different it is now. I was like, man, these guys. Tim Sylvia, get on there. That's how different. Like Dana White's Contender Series now, those guys are so good. So good. Anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. You can tell you're breaking with somebody who actually watches UFC. It's not like that everywhere. So if you want to come back, I'll be here. MMA Stars Auto to close this out. Who is it? It's Tank Abbott. We always hit Tank Abbott. To 199 or to 99. Jesus Pinedo to 125. That's like the third Jesus hit. Base cards are rough. Yeah, it's like a Contenders type product. He's drinking beer and playing. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's what he should be doing. That's what he should be doing. 2 packs left. Maybe we squeak out a gold or a 101 on the way in. Something crazy. Oleg Popov to 75. If anyone wants the 1 of 1 of that, my son pulled it. It's listed on my eBay page right now. If you guys are Oleg Popov fans. The Platinum 1 of 1. My son hit it, and he does not want it. He wants to get something cool with it, he said. So I said, all right, I'll list it for you, bud. All right, last pack. Guy Mesker to 149. Kind of a end with a whimper. Awesome case. Definitely the best case we ripped. Not even close, to be honest. Here comes a recap for you guys. Here we go. Guy Mesker. Oleg Popov to 75. Pinedo to 125. Rockhold to 25. Usman to 125. Fedor 199. Ngannou to 199. Kruger to 49. Cawley to 75. Paul Walter Hauser to 125. Floyd to 49. Dakota to 199. Demetrius Johnson to 49. Mystico to 99. Van Steenis to 99. The Hulkster to 99. Josh Barnett to 199. Phil Davis to 199. Josh Thompson to 199. David Abbott to 49, Suzuki to 199, Bas Rutten to 75, Kenta to 199, Fajeda to 99, Kyabulev to 149, Satoshi Kojima to 125, Guerrero to 199, Dijak to 75, Sadabu to 25, Vadim Nemkov to 75, Rodrigo Nascimento to 125, Jesus Pinedo again, Kruger again, Cawley, Walter Hauser again, TJ Dillashaw, Chemo's to 25. Bobby Fish to 149. Thad Jean to 99. Ken Shamrock 199. Van Steenis to 149. Kikori to 199. Hizzo to 99. Fabian Edwards to 49. And Gary Goodrich to 199. Let me see if I can catch my breath. All right. We have done that. Yeah, they do. It's called Combat Anthology. Just came out last week. David Tank Abbott to 99 auto. Tim Sylvia auto. Brock Anderson auto. David Tank Abbott auto again. Luke Rockhold auto. Kung Lee auto. Donovan Dijak auto. Kung Lee again. Chuck Congo to 49. Mark Coleman to 49. Impa. Boss Rutten to 49. Jesus Pinedo. Got a bunch of hits here. Josh Barnett auto. Gary Goodrich auto. Pedro Hizzo auto. AJ McKee auto. And Ikiro Kwan to 99. I don't know Ikiro Kwan. Oh, let's see. We got a Classics Ken Shamrock auto, which is awesome. Tom Erickson auto is to 10. We got another auto to 10. This one's Bobby Fish. So 2 autos to 10. And then we're just going to go around the horn here. We got Funky to 49. Ben Askren auto. Demetrius Johnson auto to 99. Very nice. Mike Tyson non-auto to 49. There we go. Oh, let's do this one. This is a Paul Walter Hauser Galactic case hit. These are like not even case hits. They're One per. Panini Combat Anthology is the product name. Paul Walterhauser Galactic, one in a couple case hit. These might actually be 1-of-1s and just not say it on them. I'm not sure if multiple of any name has surfaced. Quentin Rampage Jackson, 5/5, Red Lava. There you go. Butterbean time. Butterbean. Butterbean Gold to 10, 5/10. Butterbean True Platinum, 1/1. Ring Royalty. Look at Butterbean. Butterbean spot crushed. And then in any particular order, we finally hit a big name auto. Floyd Mayweather Gold, 1/10. Ring Royalty, 1/10. Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Arkaboom Dakota Dacheva. Absolutely awesome, guys. I hope you enjoyed yourselves. Again, we'll be live Sunday night with a case of UFC Finest. Hope everybody has a great rest of the week. We'll see you real soon. Take care of yourselves. Thanks for spending some of your Wednesday here with me. Bye-bye.